All right, hello everybody. Once again, this is Meek Martin. Okay, this is another video from Child Support Stress to Word of Yah Bless. Once again, another video. I know it's been a while since, I've put a video out there, but like I said, I just been, in that quiet place, in that prayerful place, and just, seeking, the Most High for guidance and direction and instruction. But yet I'm back again. All right, as I've been led, as I've been instructed, I'm back again. So I'm making another video today for this morning. So once again, this is Meek Martin. That's myself. And if you don't know already, please purchase this book. Okay, this book right here. Purchase this book. This book is going to bless you. This book is going to help you. This book is going to educate you. So purchase this book. So carrying on. We're starting on page 1. Okay, page 1 of this book says 7 of my sincerest thanks to. Okay, 7 of my sincerest thanks to, and it reads as follows. I always try to keep an attitude of gratitude. Yes, I do. Now that I have spiritually grown, and this is talking some years ago, I've grown so much spiritually since then. But back then, now that I have spiritually grown, and now since I have spiritually grown, I have learned to give thanks for my haters. You read it right. If it was not for haters then and haters now, I would not be where I am and who I am in the Messiah today. Okay? Because of my haters. So, 7 of my sincerest thanks. Haters is one of them. I just want to open up with that. But I have a list. 7 of my sincerest thanks to, and of course, who comes number 1 on the list is the Messiah. Okay? The Messiah, my master, my redeemer, my deliverer. Okay? The Messiah. The Messiah, and yes, you hear this right, that I love, that I fear, that I'm in a spiritual relationship with, that I'm in love with. That's right. I'm in love with my deliverer. Okay, because of how far he brought me and the things that he's done for me. He's always going to be my first love. I'm not ashamed. I'm not embarrassed to admit that. So anybody out there, you could behold it as strange. You could behold it as weird. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do. But I put it out there and I'm not taking it back. And you're going to hear me say this frequently. So if you don't like to hear me say that I'm in love with my deliverer, in love with the Messiah, then, you don't need to be tuning into this channel, tuning into these videos. All right. So carrying on. 7 of my sincerest thanks. Number 2 on the list is the prayer warriors. Okay. I thank y'all prayer warriors. And I do know that I have many that are praying for me and praying with me. Okay. Those of y'all who I've never met before, who might know of me or heard of me, or the Most High might have put it in, on your spirit to pray for me. I thank you. Thank you for praying for me and continually praying for me without ceasing. Okay, may Yah continue to bless you in all that you do. Thank you for your obedience and thank you for praying for me. Okay, number 3 is the contributors. Okay, I thank y'all for y'all support, you contributors, in the form of offerings. Okay, Yah will give you back much more than you gave. And I'm not talking about tax deductibles. Okay, I'm not with the 501c3 thing, the tax deductible thing. Okay, when it says that you'll get back what you give, it's not talking about in the form of a tax deductible what you get back at the end of the year. All right, I'm not with that. Okay, so whatever you give, as far as purchasing this book, if you buy a copy or 2, whatever you give out to purchase this book, you're going to get back so much more. So thank you, those of you who have contributed by purchasing this book, okay, and supporting me in this ministry that's set before me. All right. Back once again, number 4 is the haters. I thank y'all because on a daily basis, y'all give my calf muscles an excellent workout because of all the leaping I do for your hatred that comes against me. That's right. The more hate you come against me with, the more leaping I do. So the better workout I get for my calf muscles. So I thank you, haters. All right. Number 5 is the reproachers, also known as the taunters. Okay. I thank y'all because without y'all, how could I know how truly blessed in the master I am? How could I know how truly blessed in the Messiah that I am? Okay. I remember once years ago, many, many, many years ago, over, probably about 8 years ago, I was talking to somebody about all the persecution I was suffering. I wasn't complaining about it. I was just talking about all the persecution that I was suffering, and I was talking about how I'm going to continue on in the truth. And it was a young lady that said that, wow, Martin, you must really be something if people are coming against you and they're persecuting you like that. You must really be something. Well, I'm not nothing special, but I am somebody in the Messiah. So, yeah, haters are going to hate because they see something. Them demons in them is going to be agitated and tremble because they're haters. We got to have haters. Okay, we got to have haters. Haters I consider steps. Just steps on me being elevated. All right? So I'm thankful to you reproachers, you taunters, right? You haters also. Number 6 is the non-zealous. Okay? I thank y'all because many of you so-called big shot preachers that tried to hold me back when I was coming up as a young preacher, a much younger man, just stepping into, preaching the word, right? Those of you who held me back and said I had zeal but not knowledge, okay? Y'all showed me that y'all had knowledge but no zeal. So I thank you. I thank you that all y'all came up against me like that. Try to hold me back, and y'all tried to make me feel bad because of my child support situation. I didn't have the type of money that y'all had. Okay? Y'all tried to make me feel bad when I would, back when I was going to church, right? Going to different churches and things like that. When I would pull up in my car, it was obvious the car I was driving in that, I was struggling financially. Obvious by the way I dressed back then, which I didn't dress tacky, but I dressed the best I had at that time, thinking it was about that back then, now knowing it's not about that. But y'all tried to make me feel, real bad because of my situation. It was obvious that I was struggling financially. But I thank y'all for, constantly, okay, yeah, this young man wants to preach this and that, but he ain't got that house like we got, Doc. He ain't got the cars like we got, Doc. He ain't got this. He ain't got the jewelry like we got, Doc. Well, I thank y'all for making me feel a certain way because y'all opened my eyes up to a lot of things. Okay, a lot of things. Yeah, y'all know the word backwards and forwards, but you have no zeal for it. You're just doing it for a paycheck. Your heart's not really in it. And yeah, I said it. I'm not taking it back. And I'm not being prejudiced against nobody, prejudging anybody. I know for a fact that you same preachers that came up against me back then, I learned and was shown for a fact what was really going on with y'all. All right? Y'all was in it for the money, and y'all was in it for the position and the prestige. That's all it was. Your heart wasn't in it. Okay, and number 7 is the hypocrites. Okay? I thank y'all for attempting to get the mote out of my eye so y'all could bring to your attention that first y'all need to get the beam out of your own eye. Okay? Y'all who was saying that I needed to do this, y'all will rebuke me left and right. All right? But who was there to rebuke y'all? Anytime somebody would try to say something to rebuke y'all, y'all never can handle it. I've seen it so many times because the Most High allowed me to see it. So many times, too many times. Okay? But that really opened up my eyes and my understanding to a lot of things too. And it gave me, so much to preach about, so much to teach about. I grew so much in knowledge and therefore wisdom. All right? So, number 1, all the 7 people that I like to thank, okay? That I like to thank, all right? This goes hand in hand. We're going to get in deeper and deeper more about child support and what child support really is. But we have to get an understanding of these things first. If I'm going to help somebody, I'm going to help everybody that can relate. Okay, there's other young men out here that's going through the same thing. Y'all doing the same thing that I did. Got a child support case. If you wasn't in church already, you ran to a church to get help. Or if you was in church already, you went to your pastor for help, and you probably went through the same thing that I, went through. The pastor dogged you out. The pastor actually put sermons out there about your situation that you shared with them in private. And we know all that is wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong to do somebody like that. That's wrong to try to make somebody feel like that. Okay? It's as wrong as all wrong could be. If it's wrong, I'm gonna call it out as wrong. Point blank. All right? That's standing on the truth. But there's some other young men out here that can relate to this, and I hope this video helped you. I know it did. I know it planted some seeds, to give you hope. Just because a man tries to make you feel bad about your situation and they ain't never been through the situation before, that they have no right to kick you while you down. But unfortunately, that's what happens. When I went running to, different pastors about my situations, not asking them about my situation, not asking them for no money, but just letting them know my situation. Can you please pray for me? You expect a lot of times when you're going through somebody to give you a helping hand up, but instead of a hand, all you get is a foot. You get a foot coming right down at you to kick you while you already down. Okay, it's not right, but that's one of the things I had to go through. And like I said, I'm here to help other young men that might be experiencing the same thing. When we're going through, especially if we're going through a situation that we've never had to deal with before, we all want and need somebody to cry out to. But let me tell you, you can't trust everybody. Somebody who it seems like might be in a position to help you, instead of trying to help you and pray for you, they'll be busy talking about you and exposing you. I went through it. I know. And I went through it with more than one pastor. Do I have anything against pastors now? Am I carrying hate and bitterness in my heart towards pastors? No, I'm not. I forgive them. But I'm here to help some other, like I said, young man or young men through the same situation. Okay? We go through enough with this child support system. All right? We need to build one another up instead of kicking one another and talking about one another while we're down. Period, point blank. Okay? And last thing I'm going to say to any of you other young men, or maybe even young ladies that might be dealing with this, cry out to the Most High. Okay? Cry out to the Most High. Watch going to a man. I know it feels good to, go to another a man. Seems like they might care. Seems like they might pray for you. And there's some pastors out there that really genuinely do care for you. Okay? Do care for your situation and will, pray for you and show you love. But then there are those out there who don't. We don't know. Okay? We don't know. Like I said, there was people praying for me that knew about my situation and I wasn't even aware of. And I thank y'all for that. As I said, I thank you, prayer warriors, for that. But then, like I said, there's some people where it might seem like they're in a position where they might mean you well. It seems like they're supposed to be there for you to help you. But you go telling them your business becomes everybody's business. And before you know it, everybody's got their mouth on you. Everybody's kicking you while you're down. So, learn from my mistakes. Don't do that. Go crying out to the Most High first and foremost. All right? Get in contact with some brothers that got this book in their hand too, or some sisters for that matter. They got this book in their hands too, where they understand and they'll be ready to pray for you. All right? For those going through child support, okay, we need support. All right? We need to build one another up once again. So, time out for the nonsense. Haters is always going to be haters. The negative always is going to be the negative. All right? Hasatan, also known as Satan, is always going to be Satan. So, that's just the way it is. But, with knowledge in our hand, all right, with the word in us, right, the spoken word, we can speak against these things and we can build one another up and we can encourage one another and we can give one another hope. So, once again, this is Meek Martin. Have a blessed day. Love you. Shalom.